Yeah, I'm on my way to Al Madam Ghost Village, and I'm very, very close to being there. And then I had a lovely welcoming committee. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Al Madam Ghost Town or Ghost Village. It's in Sharjah. It's a wonderful morning, glorious morning, crystal clear blue skies, whispered sort of clouds up there. It's very warm, but when isn't it? I'm looking forward to making one of these films where I don't talk about the heat, but at 10 o'clock in the morning it's 42 degrees. Now I was going to drive the car. Let's have a look. There's the truck. You know, I've got a four-wheel drive truck, and I started to drive in, and even just driving in, I'd be confident of getting through and having to lower the pressure of my tyres, etc, etc, etc. I'd be confident of driving in here, but even driving in, I thought, no, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to get stuck. So this would have been the main street of Al Madam. So I've done a little bit of research on Al Madam, and it was a town built around 1970. And it was built for the Kutbis, who were a Bedouin tribe. And I suppose things back then, in 1970, were significantly different to how they are now. I mean, there's a main road there, and you can be in Dubai probably not much over 30 minutes from here. And there's a brand new sort of link road that was built for Expo to get residents of Fujairah from the north of the country quickly to Expo, and for other things going forward. So there's a fantastic road infrastructure, very, very close. Also another thing, a bit of top information. When I came here before, I came here once before when I didn't realise that it would be a good idea to carry cameras around and record things. On Google Maps, it takes you quite a long way west of here. It takes you quite a long way west of here. Even in the 4x4, we had to stop and then walk quite a long way in, which was quite interesting in its own way. But doing a little bit more research, and once I'd reached the village, I realised, let's see if we can still see the gate. I realised at this end of the town, the village, there was a much better access, even though Google Maps, like I say, brings you in over there. So I'll put the better access location, it might just be coordinates, on in the description of this film. Let's see if we can go on someone's roof here. Look at this. Yeah, it's absolutely been taken by the sand. There's no doubt about it. This is not inhabited anymore. So as I was saying, the Al Kutbis, who were or are a Bedouin tribe, this town was built for them. And things being as they were, very soon afterwards they left the town. And this is where the story takes a bit of a twist, because you could understand it if they were just a Bedouin tribe and they were used to being nomads and just going wherever they liked, free and easy. Look at this. I mean, these sand dunes are 10, 15 meters high. Let's walk along here. And they just wanted to be free. However, that wasn't the case, because history has it, legend has it, that the reason they left here was because this town is haunted. And as the legend goes, there are jinns. And these jinnis, and I was wondering when I was driving through, I wonder if this is close to the word genie. So these jinnis, or these jinns, are ghosts, and they haunt the place. And legend has it at night, you can still hear the sounds of these jinns in these houses. You can still see them. And it takes a very brave person to come here at night. Indeed, there have been stories of people coming here at night and never leaving. The town certainly is deserted, and if it was the genies or the jinns that scared off the inhabitants, the Kutbi Bedouin tribe, well, it's a great story anyway. So I mean, I'm guessing here, what should we say, 20 houses, and they're actually quite sizable. You know, someone spent a lot of money building this. This must be the top of somebody's entrance here. This would be a courtyard. This would be a nice front area. I presume that's maybe an outside toilet. Looks like a toilet, and then maybe the house is under here. So what have we got? Let's quickly go up here. There's a mosque at the end of the street. I wonder if we can get in there. It is cordoned off. But when we say this has been taken by the desert, it really well and truly has been taken by the desert. I don't know if you can get an extent to this, but it's it's fantastic. Let's see if we can have a look inside some of these houses. Let's have a look. Now all the window frames have gone, and there was also lack of amenities. That's what I read. So yeah, this one here must have been an outside bathroom. Well, an outside bathroom. It's an inside bathroom, but it's outside of the main house. Yeah, this is a shower room. And the talk of no amenities, I don't believe that, because I can certainly see electricity on the wall. I mean, all the fixtures and fittings have gone, all the showers, all the taps, all the faucets, the electric sockets, they've all gone. Whoop. Let's go and have a look at that mosque. So when they deserted the town, because of all these fixtures and fittings that aren't here, I can't imagine they deserted it overnight. Would have taken a bit of time to leave the place. But then maybe the genies took the stuff afterwards, scared off the inhabitants. Sounds like some Scooby-Doo sort of story, doesn't it? Let's go and have a look at this mosque. Now the whole area is surrounded by a barbed wire fence, but it's not to stop people coming in, it's to stop camels coming, I would suggest, because it's quite easy to get through. I would suggest if you're going to come and visit this town, you come and visit it soon, because the amount of sand I've got in my shoes, there's not going to be much left of this desert by the time I finish. Let's go and have a little look. Obviously, we won't go into the mosque, but we'll have a look. Oh, I think we can. Just have a look in there. So you imagine now it's, we're 2022 now, so 52 years ago, the Kutbi tribe would be praying in the mosque here. I mean, super interesting, isn't it? Super interesting. Why would you bother using the gate when you could climb through the barbed wire and catch yourself on it? So. All right, let's walk down Main Street. So if we're just saying there were 20 houses, 20 families, families are quite large here in the Middle East. I'm just going to say there was at least 100 people living here, probably more. So you can imagine in the evenings, people running around. What sort of cars would they have had that back then? Not really sure, but I presume there'd be some sort of vehicles in the main street. I wonder if there was tarmac under here, or if it was just a jeep track. Let's walk back along this side of the street. Big wrought iron gate here, stop people coming in. Completely taken by the sand dunes, completely. I mean, there's a house there. We're going to say that's 4 meters tall, 2, 4, 5, nearly 5 meters tall, I would suggest. And the sand dune dwarfs it, absolutely dwarfs it. So that sand dune there is 6 or 7 meters. Okay, so let's go and see what's on the other side of this big sand dune. In fact, let's go over to that one there. So on a regular basis, though, they're swept today. I mean, I don't know how long they lived here for. We'll go down there, coming out. It won't be that easy. Let's have a look. This sort of blue paint on the wall there, ceiling lights. Let's have a look through here. Mashallah. Oi. Wow. Come on. Come on. Easy. So, what is that? Oh, it's just a leaf. A little thermal. Just put it over my shoulder, it's easy to carry. Well, that's my exercise done for the day. Just walking up that sand dune. So, there you have it. Al Madam Ghost Town. Very interesting. Let's walk down here. There's no obvious one bigger house. Let's walk down this direction. So I don't know if the tribe had a ruling family or if the Kutbis were all the same. But this has got 2 trees in the front garden. This is a wall between 2 compounds, or I call them villas, but they're not really in the sense of the word. But I wonder if I've just walked through a communal gate. Let's have a look in here. Absolutely full of sand. Well, there you have it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's make this a bit shorter if I can. And let's go through this house and out through their window. Woo! Just check. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Just in case there's 1 or 2 jinnies left. Whoa! Let's walk through this window. Why wouldn't they? Watch your head on the ceiling. Shout about all this graffiti. I don't know why people have to do this. I suppose they understand it. That's why they do it. I don't understand it. I think it just looks horrible. I think it's very selfish. So, Annika, Adele, Lisette, Tia, Lizelle, Rabia. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So let me reverse out so I don't hit the camera. Yeah, doing a bit more research on here, on the town of Al Madan, the ghost town. There's that terrible, terrible story about the family. It was a wonderful family, idyllic. It was absolutely perfect, or they were perfect. The children, they're a great looking family, very athletic, very tall, the sort of people that you want to be, you aspire to be like them. They're the perfect role models. And they went out for an evening walk in Al Madam. And there were two wonderful children as well. And they just went out one night. It was a dark night, there's no doubt about it. And there were a few things that weren't quite right about the journey. But the father thought it was still a good idea to do this family bonding. And he'd heard about the ghosts. He'd heard about the jinns, the jinnies. But he was a bit like me. And he wasn't superstitious. He didn't believe in all that old rubbish. And so he persuaded his family to go on this nighttime walk. And the moon went in behind the clouds, and the whole temperature dropped suddenly, going from 35 degrees in the evening. It suddenly dropped to like just above freezing. And they could hear a sound, so the story goes. And also out here, no one can hear you scream. But they did try to scream. They screamed as loud as they could. And they thought the best way is to try and run. And they ran and ran and ran. And do you know what happened? Nothing, because it's a load of old rubbish. Yeah, that story never happened. But anyway, let's see if we can't find one of these genies, these jinns. If I was a jinn, I would live in that house there. First place, so you can see people coming in. No way. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Let's go hunting. Are those footsteps? I think I can see footsteps. Let's just have a look in. I would like to put my body in here first. What do we see in there? It's got very quiet. Let's just see if we can hear something. Sometimes you need to go further in. No! God, if I was trying to outrun a jinn, with those sand dunes, I'd have been done for. Okay. Well, needless to say, there aren't any amenities that work. There's plenty of shower rooms. I presume they must have just used septic tanks out here. As I say, I can imagine 52 years ago, everything around in the desert, the big roads, all the network around wasn't here. So this was quite an isolated town back in those days. But for you guys exploring today, there's no toilets here. Plenty of car parking, there's a whole desert. Okay, so that sort of concludes my exploration of Al Madam Ghost Town. If you could do me a big favour, if you could hit the like button and subscribe, it does my channel lots and lots of good. When's the best time to visit this village? Well, any time during the day. You won't be here an awful long time. There's not a whole day's worth of activities here, but it's certainly interesting enough to warrant a visit. There's Malaha Archaeological Centre not too far from here. There's the Malaha Caves. You could pair it up there. Also, it's on the main road up to Dubai, from between Dubai and Hatta. So if you're going up there for some adventurous activity, you could really put the two together. It's not far from the main road there. Yeah, quite interesting. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I look forward to exploring with you again very, very soon. Hey, by the way, if you don't subscribe and you don't hit the like button, I had a word with a couple of ghosts in there, a couple of jinns, the jinnies, the ones that scared off the Kutbi Bedouin tribe. And if you don't subscribe and you don't hit the like button, they're going to come and visit you at night.